So today we're working on a 1986 Vauxhall Cavalier rear drum brakes, as you can see here. What I'm really doing today is changing this brake cylinder here, because it is very slightly leaking underneath the rubber here. I have cleaned this out purely to get it through the MOT. This is the worst leak, the worst side. The other side is leaking, but nowhere near as much as this. This has been leaking for a while, as you can probably see. So that's a basic overview of it at the moment. We've got the self-adjuster at the back there, got the spring that goes across here. This is much of a mental note for myself, really. Handbrake here. Underneath, let's see what we've got underneath. We've got a little spring that goes from here to here. Looks like there's another spring at the side here. Probably too much. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Now where does that connect to? That goes to the self-adjuster lever there and hooks onto the back of this shoe down here. Sorry about the jerky camera movements. I'm trying to look through the in real life as well as through the camera screen, which I'm just using a mobile phone at the moment. So let's do a bit more of an overview. Excuse the finger. So there we go, there's plenty of padding material there. The intention was to change these, but due to the coronavirus, I'm going to give these a clean up and see how well they come up when I get them off. I've got some proper brake cleaner here that I can do that with. The inside of the drum doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit of a ridge there, which you could only just about feel with your finger. Nothing major there. This would be good to go again. What I'll probably do is actually give it a bit of a clean up with a cookie wheel or something. Anyway, let's get to stripping this down. I'll get you back in a minute. So the hardest thing so far is being able to find a socket that fits in between the fixing screw and the actual brake unit itself. I mean, I've got this 10mm, it's a 10mm headed bolt. I was able to hammer that on there, and thankfully it's thin walled enough to fit. The other 10mm that I was trying to use, this one here, was just got too thick of a wall on it. Thankfully it's not too tight, so using a 12-point socket like this seems to have done the trick. Yeah, it's just one of those annoying little things. Looking further at this though, looks like I might not have to take the shoes and that out. I'll take the pipe off, which I've already undone with this spanner. This pipe, I think it's called a pipe spanner. Where are we? So that just slips over, goes on there. Try and get it lined up and undo, which is done. Oh, it's quite a tight fitting on this. Pain in the arse. There we go. Right. So I'll come back to you when I've got that off. So there's the old one out. Now the new one's ready to go in. There's the flared end. It's dripping at the moment. I've got that going into a catch pan. So fit the new one in. It looks like it's only one bolt that was used, which is typical. So if I'd done the other side first, I could have chose the better one out of the two and fitted it. But never mind, it was a good learning point, and I was able to make a video out of it for other people to learn from. So let's continue. So that's a new wheel cylinder fitted. Pipe back in. All that's left to do now is to bleed it. All I done is I just let it drip into this catch pan here, and very quickly screwed it back in. Then I opened, well, I took the bleeder off actually, the little bleed nipple off, so I could get my 10mm spanner on the back of there easier, and have more of a turn on it as I was doing it up. What is there else left to say? So all that's left to do now is obviously bleed it. I've gravity bled it as best I could for the time being. I'm going to go and check the fluid level, do the other side, and then hopefully bleed them. So this is my single person brake bleeder. Pipe, it's got a non-return valve, a little non-return ball on in the end of that you can't see. It's made by Europat. I've probably had this at least well over 10 years, I should imagine. I've had to cut a bit of this pipe off because it's just so hard as plastic, where it's gone brittle over the years. So this would be the method that I'm using to bleed the brakes. So I'll be able to push on the brake pedal in any second now and get some of the air out of the wheel cylinder. I've just checked the level. That's not dropped very much at all actually. It was on maximum. It's dropped between maximum and minimum. I'll give you a quick view of that. Using DOT4 fluid. There's the cylinder, and there's the level. So we're not far off the minimum now, but I should top that up. Right, that's the second brake cylinder installed. I've already bled it. The only thing left to do now is take it off its jack stands and put it back on the ground, and then use my trusty torque wrench to torque the wheel nuts back up to 90 Newton meters worth of torque, which is what the Haynes manual recommends. That'll be it for this one. It's not really a how-to video, just of how I've done it, and keep all you guys entertained during while we're all stuck at home and during this lockdown. Please feel free to comment, criticisms, subscribe if you like, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.